When it comes to sightings of UFOs by military pilots and the public, how can science help separate fact from fiction?
From the very days that Galileo first lifted his telescope to the sky and made measurements of the moons going around Jupiter, everybody else could then reproduce those measurements and go, oh yeah, he's right. And that confirmation is what has made the scientific method so powerful over the last 400 years.
The thing we need is data. And we need real data, and we don't have it.
Astronomer Avi Loeb is collecting more data in a novel way.
We just constructed an observatory at Harvard University. We are monitoring objects that fly overhead and trying to make sense of them.
This collection of instruments is part of Harvard's Galileo project.
The Galileo project is developing several sites that are spread across a geographical region where each site has an array of sensors. Optical cameras, infrared images, there's audio from infrasound to ultrasound, there's radar. It's a wide array of instruments to basically look at the sky all the time to see if you find any anomalies.
Some instruments have otherworldly names, like this one called Dalek, after the cyborg aliens featured in the Doctor Who series. Inside Dalek, there are 8 infrared cameras.
They get a full picture of the entire sky at all times, in the infrared. When something of interest is identified by the main set of cameras, we zoom on it in the sky, and this is the camera that can move around and look at the object of interest, automatically based on the computer system that we developed.
You can imagine if you have a camera pointing overhead, you're going to see a lot of things that are identifiable. So they use machine learning, what people call artificial intelligence, that can recognize the knowns, recognize the birds, the airplanes, the balloons, leaves, all the known things, and sort of reject those, filter them out. And then what you're left with is the anomalies. You're left with things that you cannot understand, the things you can't identify.
So far, we have been operating this observatory for several months, and we saw hundreds of thousands of objects in the sky. None of them appears to be anomalous. But even if 1 in a million came from outside of this Earth, that would be big news to humanity and will change our future. And that's what drives my science.